Ben, first of all, what does the agency have the power to do? What is the agency likely to do?
Sure. So, first off, what we know so far is the SEC hasn't acknowledged that it is indeed investigating Tesla. It has not done so. We've reported, and other media have as well, that there is a probe looking into to Elon Musk's tweets back early last month. So the SEC has power to do everything from fining individuals or companies responsible for wrongdoing, all the way up to what executives really consider to be kind of the ultimate penalty, which is some type of temporary, even permanent ban from serving as a director or as an executive at a company. What we understand, I mean, just talking to people who kind of pay attention to these types of cases, is with what we know so far, it doesn't seem likely that based on the fact pattern around these tweets, that's the kind of direction that the SEC might go in. All that said, we don't know where this will go. This is, a probe that the SEC itself has not even acknowledged. It's early on, and we'll see where things go. But it doesn't seem likely that, based on what we know, the SEC would go there, because ultimately, as you mentioned, shareholders would bear the ultimate brunt. And also, there's no suggestion at all that Mr. Musk somehow benefited financially from some insider information and what he actually did by tweeting out, that funding was secured in early August.
What about the bigger picture? I mean, other analysts, former SEC lawyers, have told us that the speed with which the SEC moved here when they issued that subpoena was quite fast, and meant that clearly they had another open inquiry or open investigation. We believe that could be related to Model 3 production. So what about the bigger picture of what the SEC is interested in?
Yeah, so we reported that the SEC's enforcement attorneys out in San Francisco were already looking into some of the company's statements about production goals and performance metrics even before Mr. Musk's tweet. What happens, though, is once kind of an enforcement investigation gets going, it's kind of like a black box, and we ultimately don't really know where things are going to go. It's common that there's a lot of back and forth between certainly, the attorneys for the company, the attorneys for Mr. Musk, and the agency. They're going to be kind of requesting lots of documents, lots of information. Eventually, if the SEC does decide to go somewhere with this, then we'll get a better idea. But it could be months or years away.